Hey y'all, it's your girl Phit, Diva, and your favorite entrepreneur. And guess who I have in the building?
Big Sexy FMA, aka Lawrence. How you guys doing? Thank you for joining in. I'm sorry I was off the beat for a little bit. I was doing a little travel and trying to recoup from traveling, so I apologize to you for not being able to make it, and to the audience, I apologize for the inconsistency. But today I got some tea on me.
Okay, so
they don't know about.
Yeah, look, so we're back. Y'all know when he come back ready. So we are super excited. Y'all know before we begin, we'd like to take this time to thank you for stopping by our favorite side of podcast heaven. You can be anywhere you want to be, but you chose to be here with us. So thank you. Alrighty, so here we go. We can go ahead and jump in. You know, I always like to kind of get into some tea. You know, what have you been up to without going into the topic of the day? What have you been up to so far?
Okay, so word of advice: when you become an entrepreneur, get your crap in order before you become an entrepreneur. I'm started doing this, doing that. So procrastination from the past come kick me in the keister. So yeah, get your stuff in order, get lined up, be prepared. Yeah, that's just the most important thing, man. And follow through, making sure you're getting your stuff together, and getting your mindset together. There's tools out there to help you, but you're the one that has to push the button. We can use ChatGPT, AI, do all great stuff. But if we don't push the button and make action, we gotta do what? Reaction. So we gotta be proactive instead of reacting. So me and this procrastinator, I got kicking hind parts from DC government. So I'm working through that. Yeah, things coming along. My package is in for my LLC. I got a demonstration on Wednesday. I crushed it. But again, my mind was racing too much. Didn't follow through. I forgot to send an email. I thought I had typed it all up for the price. I'm like, what in the fuck, nigga? I had to send an apology letter. Great company, great people. I'm gonna reach you back out on Monday and talk to them. But a great demonstration. Looks like as long as I stop falling down, tripping on my own feet, I'll get the contract. Also, I have a monthly, a weekly report. I report to a municipality in Maryland. I can't say which one just yet, but I do give them updates of where the company is, the status of that. I think next weekend I'm actually going to do a test run and do a little patch of graffiti cleaning removal and send that in as part of the package for next week. So I'm going to tell them where we are on Monday morning, but send a report out to where we are. It's looking good, man. It's looking good. It's like I poured a lot into this, I spent a lot, I fell down a lot, and you gotta get back up, right? One thing you can do if you actually are who you are is get back up. And I want to shout out to my lady, my girlfriend, the wind in my sails, the wind beneath my wings. Man, that Phit.
What's her name, Elle?
You ready for the tea?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the tea.
She got the elbow on me, and she sent me this beautiful grizzly bear claw.
Oh.
And the note inside of it had my eyes misted up a little bit.
Oh.
And I was responding with drop the L word on her too as well. I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that reaction.
Okay, you know I'm here for it. Come on, somebody.
I never expected this lady's life to find a woman that speaks life into me, right? And it's beautiful, it's humbling, and it's amazing, right? So I love you. I love you. I know you're gonna be watching this later, so this for you, Fun Size. I love you.
Not Fun Size. Is that her nickname? Fun Size.
Oh yeah, you know.
Oh, okay. Cut up. Oh, well, that is just too cute. You know, I'm excited about the full journey and everything. But I do want to say that's the cool thing about you with you starting your business and stuff. You literally take the listeners with you. going through all your permitting or your paperwork and all of that, because a lot of times people miss that. We just see the end result. They see the people doing the work. They see us.
Let's go get this bag. Blah blah blah. Instead of all the paperwork, you got your back taxes. DC got what's called clean hands. So you'll have 5 years of back taxes, income tax filed. If you don't, you gotta file them and file them. And if you owe money, you gotta pay them.
Okay.
Right? So we haven't talked about that part, but getting your stuff together. It's not just getting an EIN number and throwing some stuff up there. I have to do a license. I gotta get insurance. I got $1 million insurance. I gotta get bonded to do stuff for the state. So this is stuff that entrepreneurs know about. You do, right? And if you need to, talk to an entrepreneur like C. She can guide you on how to do stuff in Texas.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Hit Chat GPT up. Hey, what do I need to have a license to do this kind of work? Right? Let me. If you don't know, ask it. Right?
Yeah.
If you got to, call the tax office. DC's tax office, the OTR. Call them. They got their number.
Yeah. Bottom line, do the research. Is pretty much what it is. Do the research, which is a good thing. Well, that's good. Seem like everything is going great for you, both on the love and on the business side, and that's what it's about. What a lot of times, we be going through. It either one is up, one is down, but if you just stay consistent with life, everything will come together. So, it for me, it's just been very busy, with the studio, with the podcast and stuff, on the analytics side.
Congratulations on the studio. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you, babe. Thank you. I appreciate it. On the analytics side, I was saying that, we see that I can see that we have the listeners, and I really love that, and I'm seeing the growth there. So I'm excited to be able to kind of take the podcast to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I love doing my recordings at the crib, and I'm still gonna record at the crib sometime. But I am also ready to go to the studio as well and kind of take things to the next level, audio, lighting, everything. So I'm excited about that. I also have the resort that's coming up, the retreat. That's coming up next weekend. I'm super stoked about that. Everything is kind of moving real quick. I also have added, on my website, you can go to www.topnotchnews.com for a list of events or like any of the events that you want to go to, because in September, I'm also doing a networking event, because with my business, and with the office is not just podcasting. I help the businesses. I help entrepreneurs get loans. I also have the staffing with the work from home agents. So at my location, I'll be able to do everything there or whatever the case may be. So I'm really excited about that. So go to the website if you are listening, if you're an entrepreneur, or if you just want to get out and network, or if you want to come out and go to any of the events that we have. Visit topnotchnews.com and, you guys can check out what we have going there. So that's always a good thing. Okay, so I'm excited about that, man. Did you want to say anything else before we kind of move on to the tea of the day?
We're about to get in 2027, June 16th to 20th. St. Kitts. FMA Explosion, you might not be there for that, but Sunday night is the party night to celebrate my 50th birthday. You better be there. You better be there for my big 5-0, because it's going down.
Okay.
Right. And segueing from my wonderful news of having a win between my wings, should I introduce the topic?
No, the topic is going to be the main topic of the day.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and drop the K Michelle. I did want to talk about her real quick. We're gonna drop the entertainment and then we'll get to the main topic, which is yeah, and you're gonna take it away after that. But first, let's definitely let's talk about K Michelle. I'm really stoked about that. Not only did she join the Housewives, but she did a transition from R&B to country music. And that's a good thing. I want to give kudos on that. Have you had the chance to listen to anything yet, or are you familiar with K Michelle?
I'm not familiar with K Michelle, but I did watch the YouTube video she sent me for her short bit. I'm not a big fan of the genre of country music.
Yeah.
It drains the melanin from my skin.
Oh Lord.
But what I'm going to say is that when I heard her speaking, she was already from. I can hear that she's already part of that community.
Yeah, she's from Nashville.
From our side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the country tag twang was already there. So when I heard her speaking and she went to the song, I was like, perfect fit.
Yeah.
Right? Perfect fit. So it was already her roots.
Yeah.
So maybe the industry got her that way because at that point in time, there's not a huge on ramp for black country singers. There are some, but you have to have on ramps to that, right? To get into that genre. So and I'm happy because that's where her heart is to be there where her heart is. R&B is another beautiful place to be, right? So if she can do both, go more power to you. Do your thing.
Okay. Exactly. Yeah. Much kudos to her. And then last week, you and I we didn't get to chat. So this was last week, but I do need to talk about it because, honey, Leandria Johnson, she's a gospel artist that unfortunately, one, I love gospel music. I love the artistry, but I feel if there was anybody who picked the wrong genre, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, I don't really like the country music with the black folks. I personally really feel like Leandria I wish she would have won American Idol or something. She won a gospel show and it put her in gospel music, but the fact that she goes live and she be in a drunken rage and then she is arguing with promoters, it just, oh my God, it went from breaking my heart to literally being over it. You ever rooted for somebody so much, like I was rooted for you, and they just continue to do things over and over? You know what I'm saying? The same thing over and over. What do they say about that? What's that called when you do the same thing over and over thinking you're going to get a different result? Exactly. And at this point, it's making me insane for even believing at this point, but what? Go ahead.
Let's just take out the word gospel out of talk about music and artists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe sometimes when we put gospel or religious or stuff like that, we expect people to be perfect. Let's just talk about music itself, right? Because we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, why she may be in a drug system. She might be dealing with a lot of nonsense. As you know, there have been claims that certain artists have been molested and this and that, and harassed, and so much pressure to be going on. When you come to that money and exposure, do you actually know what's going to happen in your head? Can you handle it? And that's a question you don't know until you're in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So she might not be handling it correctly, Let's look at transition football players have all this money and everybody's coming at them and they're 19, they're 23, 24. They have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
Same thing when you come into the music game. A lot of people come in the music game on the casting couch. Right?
Yeah.
So you have to give something to get something. That's something how to kind of do. The thing is, right?
Okay.
In a lot of places. So we don't know. Maybe something happened to her where she be drinking, self-medicating. So we look at it from outside. Oh, she went crazy.
No, no,
You
no,
know
no,
what's
no.
going on with me?
You definitely, it's not giving crazy, but it is giving drunk. And this is my whole thing. What disappoints me a lot, period, in religion as a whole is that if you choose to step out and say, I am whoever this person is, if you're choosing to say, I'm going to be a leader of people, I'm going to do this, then you need to stick to what you say you want to do. So that's why it's kind of like I wish you would have chosen another genre because it's already so many issues that we have in gospel, in religion. It's so many people going through things that are dealing with religion. To see somebody, another person that's saying, hey, I am called and I want to come and I want to do this, do that in this field, and then do the same thing that we're trying to fight and say, hey, this isn't some, it becomes to be a lot, dude.
All right, I'm about to get in my pulpit right quick. I'm about to get on the pulpit.
Don't you get, oh Lord. Well, I wasn't trying to give the pulpit.
We're gonna talk about this because it's important.
Okay, go ahead.
Just they but they're the ones that need the faith. They're the ones that need to lean on it. Yeah, they failing and sinning. Well, guess what? If they fighting through it, that's what they gotta do because guess what? You gotta fight sin every day.
You do.
Right? I'm not religious, right? So she's going through it right now. So we need to, whoever needs to go pray for her and hope she gets the guidance from God and seek it. That's what we're not God, we're not
No, but friend, it's about choices though.
So, understand, but guess what? That is the weakness. She's got weakness right now. That sin is okay.
Yeah.
She gotta fight it.
Exactly. But you gotta go through your fight, friend, though. You get what I'm saying? You have to go through your fight and then share that story. It's hard to share a story and try to get somebody to overcome something while you're yet in it. So my thing is to go through whatever she wanna do. The sad thing is like just everybody can do what they want to do, but you don't have to broadcast all of these things. You don't have to show the world everything you do. Everybody have another side to them that they not fit to tell the whole world. And I do believe that in certain things that you just don't need to tell the world. Me as an entrepreneur, me as a businesswoman, believe it or not, friend, it's a lot of times I be wanting to say stuff. I be wanting to go off. I be having something to say. But because I know that I have other people that are watching and other people looking, although I do still say a lot, trust and believe, I also hold back a lot too. Because I know that it is people out there watching. So that's whenever someone knows what position they have and they fail to act in the position that they're supposed to move in, that's when I have to jump off board. That's why it's not about religion for me. It's not about none of that because I personally want her to make it through her battle. Because this is another thing, friend. If you're going through something that's causing you to lose around you, it's time for a change. So for me, it's not even about the religious part of it. It's about that baby need a change because she losing around her. That's my thing.
Maybe now see, look, we need to go into a depth. We are not going to win until we fail. Right? We really don't know victory until we fail. I'm talking about fall on your face, fail. And then your face in the mud, you can't breathe. You gotta push yourself out the mud, get just face to the side, and breathe that air. Until you know how to fail like that, nothing's real victory for you. Right? And right now, she needs to fail. I mean, fail hard.
Friend, that baby been falling though. That's the thing. Leandria been going through this.
Falling, but she ain't failed. Right? She gotta fail so hard it hurts her soul. And once that rebound happens, that soul gets stronger. You know, Muay Thai fighters, they bang their shins on trees to make them stronger and stronger and stronger. sometimes you gotta fall on your face to get up out that mud, get up out of wherever it is, find that rope or find that ladder, find the strength inside yourself to get your butt up.
Yeah.
And that's where faith comes in for a lot of people. So when her faith kick in and pull her up, come on now, talk to me. You know I ain't religious, but you know I get up a little top.
Hey, my diva. You just chimed in what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Leandria Johnson and basically her outburst that she's been going through. And, you know, for me, it's like I'm talking about how long is we going to be bumping our head or hitting our stick against the tree. And my buddy, he's and I agree saying that people need help or what were you saying, buddy? That
you gotta fail.
Yeah, you gotta fail. And that's the thing. And that's the part, friend, that I don't understand about people sometimes is I'm telling you, like I've been liking Leandria since she won this show, this gospel show, right? So I also seen her go through the stages of fighting her alcoholism because it's been since the very beginning. She's been experiencing this. This is what I'm saying. Yes, put the gospel singer. This is what I'm saying though. At what point do we say, okay, I'm tired? Or do we enjoy these type of things that much to where, you know what I'm saying, you just don't care about your career? And that's the part I just don't get.
Okay, again, you judging.
I am not judging, friend. No, I'm not.
No, hold on. Okay, this is what I heard. When are we done with you? Right? Well, guess what, Leandra? If you believe in God, God ain't done with you. There's light going to shine in the darkest hour for you. The light going to shine in the darkest hour for you. I don't know if you're ever going to hear this, but if you hear it, the light's going to shine for you.
That's so beautiful.
Because I've been in dark places before, and guess what? I heard my grandfather talking to me from the other side. Talking to me through a poem called Victory. The first stanza out there. Talking and calling me. Stand your butt up. You're not done. That's what the stanza means. Stand up. You're not done. So, the light's going to shine. I believe that.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be in her time, not our time, right? It's going to be in what people say, in God's time.
Yeah.
Right? Or in her time. It's going to happen when it needs to happen.
I believe all of that. I just hope that she does not lose her career in the meantime, between time.
Maybe she needs to lose her career. Maybe she needs to lose her career. You know how many evil people in the music industry?
Yeah.
From my perspective, right?
Yeah.
So maybe she does lose a career, and so she can find peace and happiness, and maybe she can, when that happens, she knows she can cast off those. Maybe the people around her leeches, or emotional vampires, you know, stuff like that. You know, they may be causing a lot of friction.
Yeah.
She's maybe loyal to them, but maybe doing her dirty. So it could be a lot of different things going on.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm totally sure it is, Fred. But like I say, if I have to, you know, like control myself because I know that I'm putting myself out there on platforms, I just if you're choosing to go and make a career, if you're choosing to step into a light, if you're choosing, like that's my point. The choices we make, then we gotta live up to them. It don't put, and this is my message, and we finna move on to the subject at hand. But, you know, that's my subject. My message about that situation is when we choose to say, I want to do something, then you have to take on the responsibility of walking in that light or walking in what you claim to be. Otherwise, just chill. But we good. We hope she find love so that.
Let me know one thing. As you know, if you have a power attorney or whatever, your manager has rights to say stuff on your behalf. maybe they didn't choose to be in that contract, right? So we gotta also think about who's around us. So I agree with you. If she actually wrote in and did that instead of a manager, then she gotta stick to it. But again, there may be things that be going on.
No, friend, she drove in her car. She drove in her car, signed up, and for this gospel showcase. Okay, she accepted that. Everybody loved Leandria. She was, she was one, and people still love her. They still pour into her, but it come a point where people gonna stop pouring. But anyway, so let's move on. It's your time to shine, friend. You brought this topic.
No, it's our time. It's our time. So,
Lord.
talking about my fun size. Some segue from that conversation.
Go ahead.
The topic is women want providers and men want peace. Is anybody offering what they're asking for?
What and say it again so that I'll say it right. Women want providers and men want peace.
Peace.
Okay.
Is anybody offering what they are asking for?
Talk about it. I'm listening.
I think we men do want peace. Man, it's a beautiful thing to have somebody speak life into you. I've been going through it. I'm not gonna go too far, but I've been going through it. I had some issues that I've been working through. And my girl's like, yeah, you got this. I know you can do this. I know you can handle it. So I see you do this, do that. You got it. And I'm on my head spinning and spinning and spinning. And I had struggling. So what'd you do there? I did this. Oh, go ahead. Giving that confidence and that boost and building, right? And I've been tuning out a lot of my naysayers in my life, right? So that I could push and swing for fences. You swing for the fences, like that's the only way I know how to do things. Either do it or go home, right? And I ain't trying to go home. Right? I'm trying to win.
Come on.
And that right there, you see how I'm happy, right? Peace. Feel like I'm getting where I'm at. And I just watched a video talking about always being in survival mode, right? Mm-hmm. Getting peace plays you out of being survival mode, getting some foundation. Am I asking myself, am I ready for this? So, but hearing these words of encouragement help build me up, right? And women do want providers. They want to feel, they want providers. They want somebody to come home to, blah, 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 and talk about their old day and go curl up underneath on the couch, relax and feel comfortable in their arms. She told me, I don't worry when I'm around you. That's why I hold your hand, I'll look down my phone because you're going to guide me. That's really dope, right?
Okay.
That's dope. I got a little saying, I'm the boss of her, right?
Oh, Lord. You over there being bossy.
But, yeah, I'm the boss.
Oh, Lord.
She said, no. This is all love and all love. And, said, only when I want you to be, like, I said, I'm the boss. She said, she was about to say something, she stopped. She said, why'd you stop talking? Because you're not going to like what I'm going to say. Like, see, I'm the boss of you.
Oh, Lord.
Right? It's fun. But at the same time, somebody cares, nurtures, and wants the best for you on both sides. You want that somebody's going to be hold us down when we're in their arms, in their presence, we feel safe. Right? That's my understanding. Right? Am I wrong? Tell me about the woman, female perspective, the woman's side.
I have learned that I have no idea. As far as what everybody wants, it literally has to be upon the person. Everybody is different. You get what I'm saying? I do. I guess I can agree, but not so much. As women the question is, women want
providers and men want peace.
I guess I would agree with that. That's what everybody's saying. But in life, for me, I just think everybody say a whole bunch of of what they hear. You know what I'm saying? Everybody says the men want peace, because and that the women say that there's a provider, but for me, the reason why it's like, man, I have to think about it because me looking for a provider and a guy has never been a problem because I've always provided, right? So it's not a question that's a easy answer for me to say, oh yeah, I want a provider. I'm mostly wanting someone who's just going to be able to kind of match my sink where where I can't handle things, they can. You get what I'm saying? And for me, I think
and that portion where that person maybe one day is at 10%, you're at 90%, and you guys go up and down, right? That's still a provider, right? And providers that mean monetary.
That's good stuff right there. Yeah.
You also provide emotional stability for you. And when you come home, you feel comfort, you feel secure. That's providing you a refuge in your house.
Okay.
Right? So, providing is not just my money. I'm going to get this bag. You got all this.
Yeah.
The bag ain't providing.
But in that case, though, don't everybody want to be a provider, though? Or is it that you're saying, no, guys don't really, not really looking for nothing from a woman other than just having a peaceful day? At the end of the day, when they're...
When you come, okay, so this is very male chauvinistic. I apologize, but the facts.
You're good, go ahead.
From that point of view, right? So, the world we look at from my perspective, we're in constant battle, right? When we go out to corporate locations and doing this, there's a whole bunch of other people out there that may not want us to succeed. We gotta do this over here, do that, and this. And we always on our guard. Walking down the street, we're on our guard. You see we on our guard. So it's stressful, right? To be looked at as dangerous. This person is dangerous just because they're in the room. They're dangerous. Oh. So all that microaggression and stuff. So when we come home, we don't want none of that. We want to shed all that armor off and feel like, oh my God, I'll come home, my lady's here, the world's better. So that however long you in that domicile with your partner, you want to feel like I can just shed all the crap from the day and be happy that my woman's here or my partner's here, and this is a place I come home. It's peaceful. I know my woman's here. I can relax and de-stress. Why do you want to come home and have more stress?
Oh, yes. Listen, now, let me tell you something. I do not understand relationships like that at all, buddy. Those relationships that they're arguing more than happy, I don't really get that. But that's been my problem too. This is the thing. So I've been targeted, and Puddin', I hope that you got your answer. She asked, what does peace look like to you as a man? And he kind of just broke all of that down. But I feel like I have an issue of being a runner, a track star. I talk about that runner. And the reason being is because I don't think that, especially when you're grown, that you should be in a relationship where you're unhappy. I feel like as children, we were raised and had to live with our parents, right? It's like when we was little, it's like we couldn't wait to be 18. Like when I get grown and I get on my own, this is what life is gonna look like. Or when I'm on my own, this is what happiness looks like. And for me, once I got on my own and I know what happiness looks like for me, it's kind of hard and I think disrespectful, to bring people into your presence or into your atmosphere and that becomes chaotic. I don't have to live like that. I'm grown now. I can move around. But the catch-22 to that is in relationships, there will be times where things will go up and down. Sometimes things will be good. Sometimes they'll be bad. What matters for me is how long will we stay in the bad, and will we work to try to come up out of that? And if I don't ever see or feel like I'm ever gonna come out of this bad, I move around. And so since I've decided that I probably shouldn't do that, you know what I'm saying? Like I should probably fight it a little bit more. I don't know. That's why I just chill. You know, the best sometimes you have to chill till you figure things out. Or you just make sure that you're in a situation or you just be cool on a cool breeze. I think relationships should be your friend. If the person you with is not your best friend first, then that might be a problem as well. So
So let me jump in here. I really like what you said here. Because I have a long distance relationship, and we speak sometimes 3-4 hours in the night, 2-3 hours in the morning. Right? I actually get ready to go to work, and as I'm ready to wind it down. Actually, I should be talking to her right now, but this podcast is taking up time. So I apologize for my time, but you gotta get in it. So yes, this podcast is taking up your time, but it is what it is.
you'll get right back to her, honey. You'll get right back to her.
I sure will. But just have communication. We talk about stuff like 2-3 hours. It feels like 20 minutes, like 20 minutes have passed. Look out the 2-3 hours, like, God damn, where's the time go? Right? And just having conversations about this, about that, and this, and talk about movies, and look, I like this movie, check this movie out. Okay, I made a bet. Of course I want the bet, right? But,
Oh,
but,
Lordy.
yeah. Anyway, and I want to bet I just threw it away like that. And we did the homework, so it's all fast, right? So, I gave her 2 of my family poems. One is Invictus, and the other one is The Word If by Rudyard Kipling. It's a great poem. So go check those poems out. Those are poems that mean a lot, and if you read them, they mean a lot.
You said
Right?
you wrote these poems somewhere?
No. These 2 poems that my family loved a lot, called Invictus, and then the other one is If by Rudyard Kipling. But just take a look at them. You'll see there's great stuff. I reflect on those poems in times of despair and depression or anxiety. I go to those are my go-to poems that remind me of who I am. But having those conversations, those things I'm sharing with her, part of me through those poems, right? And then just the conversation we have, I'm talking about this and this and that. We said, okay, what about this? We start really dive into other topics, some of them go on about their personal, some of them into them. But having these intimate conversations builds the communication, a lane of travel. And that's important. We don't have that, right? Because I'm in a relationship where, oh man, love it. And it becomes all about that.
Ah, okay.
And the other stuff hasn't been built, right? Other stuff hasn't been built. So if we're not in this, then it's dysfunctional.
Yeah, I definitely think that the more you communicate with whoever you're in a relationship with, then you get to find out more about them and you get to understand them, right? And ultimately, I personally think that, when you vibe with someone or when you link with someone who matches your personality, everything goes easy. That's a good relationship to me. Life is easy. Like, I make life better for you. You make life better for me. That's.
And that part of that conversation teaches each other partner about what they like and dislike in life.
Mm-hmm,
right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm learning you. Like, okay, all right, man, that's what's up. Well, okay, good. Like, I'm paying attention to you too.
It's something that oh man, I forgot this creator's name, but I think anyway, he's really funny. But he said the best thing. He said a lot of people ask him, how he and his wife made it so long. And it's one thing that stood out. He said several things, but one thing stood out for me. He said, I date the current version of who my wife is. Because every day, we change. I tell everybody, if in 10 years you can't look back and say, man, I did that back then, or you can't see a change within yourself in 5 to 10 years, then you have to do some self-examination. You know what I'm saying? So, that was really beautiful. He said, and when she changed, I adapted to how she changed. You know what I'm saying? Who she wanted to be. Sometimes it gets so sad, that that people evolve, right? And they feel that they have to leave the people behind that they grew with. No, we don't have to leave each other behind. We grow together. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and see, perfect you say grow together, because relationships either do two things: grow together or grow apart. And if you're not learning your partner, you're gonna keep growing apart.
Yeah.
Right? And then the problem is if you're secure in your relationship, it don't matter who making more, who making less.
Yeah.
As long as they provide sustenance to your soul. Right? So we're gonna actually tear away this topic, but at the same time keep it together, right? As long as they provide sustenance to your soul, that's a provider for right? They're providing for your soul, right? And also on the man's side, same kind of thing. They're providing peace for your soul, right? So they still provide either way, right?
Yeah, I really liked how you did that breakdown, the providing thing, because that was a good one right there. Because even me, I was like, everybody I just don't look at people and say how much money they got, because that ain't important to me, because I come with my own, right? But when you broke that down and said, break it down for everybody again, and we're gonna wind things up. Oh, we're doing really good on time, so as we wind things up, I want you to break down to the people how providing actually looks. When a person says, I would be your provider, what does that look like from a man point of view?
A man point is peace. Like I was talking about, speaking life into your partner like that. Encouragement. You got this, babe. I know it's tough right now, but you're going to find a way. Because there was a great quote that I heard from one of these influencers or whatever on a panel. A man hurts with physicality. A woman hurts with her words. Right?
That's a good one.
Let's think about that with the words. So when they use the opposite of the hurting and empower, you empower and energize this man's motivation to keep going out and to challenge the world every day that he feels he may be doing combat against, right? He may be on a war out there, but you give this dude some more armor and you kiss him up, send it away, and do all the other good things to keep the armor up, right? But you hey, stop it. But you empower your partner to go face the battle out there. They got to go in the world, and maybe they got our boss, right? Maybe you got somebody trying to get at them, right? And they just need that little bit of got your armor up, you're good. You know what? BS is coming your way. Prepare yourself, honey. You got this. You got to go ahead and take care of our household. And sending somebody out like that in the morning, like, oh yeah, what's up, dog? We got this. Hey, yo, we ready?
Love it.
Right? In their mind, that's what they're going to feel. They're going to feel that warmth coming from your word, feed it into their soul, right? Provide an extra backup, even though they might not have known they needed it, right? But they needed it,
yeah.
Right? And send them out to the world, and now they good.
Yeah.
Now on the other side, it's feeding that woman with comfort and security, from my perspective. Making her feel she knows she's wanted, she's loved, pamper her a little bit, give her, rub her feet and all the other stuff. stuff that she needs, not what you think she needs. That's why the conversation is important. To find out what the partner needs to fill them up, right? And also try to help them release some baggage if necessary. Having hard conversations, both of y'all having hard conversations to release the baggage from childhood, from ex partners and stuff like that. Because that baggage needs to go. Right?
Okay.
For your relationship to grow, for your relationship to go, the old baggage needs to go. Right?
Okay.
For you and her to grow, the old baggage needs to go. Right? So, and sometimes helping your partner and your partner helping you work through that old baggage clears the way out. She said, I never thought about it like that. And she said, I almost cried at work. And it's a hitter, like, she said, I almost cried at work. Thinking about what you said. Right? Because I'm trying to trigger the thought process. Right? Like, amazing woman. I'm lucky right now. I'm lucky.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, y'all, we'd like to take this time. Thank you guys for stopping by. It was a good conversation, good topics.
Is it over already? Oh, no.
Yep, it's time. As y'all know, you can play back on all podcast platforms, iHeart, Spotify, Podbean. Just go to KnowNotPopular.com and click on any platform that you like and take a listen in. Again, thanks so much for listening to the Know Not Popular podcast. It's your girl, Phit, the Top Notch Diva, and
Lawrence, a.k.a. Big Sexy FMA.
All right, until next time. Peace. Whew. That's a wrap, buddy. Thank you so much, Elle. I am going to download. We were on the road. We did good.